Like that. Not gone live on this for absolutely ages. But we're here. I'm doing it with Tom Sunderland. Tom Cam. See, they get to see you on camera now. And this thing's just holding on by the magnet. So yeah, the phone will off at some point. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all. I'm liking that. I'm absolutely liking that. I'm not seeing any live chat coming up, but we'll have to wait and see. I've got one of you in, that's probably you. Yes, one viewer. That's you. I mean, like, I've got one viewer, one car, and one live. Doing well, that's you. Will any of the others come across from the other platforms? That is the big question. Will we get any of them come over from the other platforms? I am intrigued. Keith, hello! Keith, welcome in, Keith. Lovely to see you in here. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you know when I go live. So yes, Keith, thank you for coming across. So I'm hoping that you find the broadcast better quality. Hopefully the sound's a bit better as well. So yeah, moving forwards, our fishing for cars are going to be... Oh, you're a legend, Keith. Thank you. Thank you so much. So yeah, all of our live feeds are going to be, when we're outside, they're going to be on here, back on YouTube. The evening stuff, you know, the recap stuff, so we'll still do the breakfast show in the morning over on TikTok. We'll still do the evening stuff over there, but all of the fishing for cars is going to come back onto here. I mean, you can still gift on here. We can still do bits and pieces. You can still share it with your mates. It's just we can do more on here than we can on the other one. But yeah, this is... So, you know, you see all the pictures of the splashes, the fails, the cars, and the bits getting ripped off. And it's a bit like Rufford. Everyone thought, oh, it's chaos 24/7. Thanks, Tom. Oh my gosh, Tom Sunderland, thank you so much, sending me a on-set gift. Thank you very much. Hopefully you all saw that come up. There's director's chairs on set. That's awesome. Thanks, Tom. It's really nice of you. So yeah, that's right. That's just shocked me. So always funny when I get stopped in my tracks. So yeah, everyone thought that Rufford Ford was constant chaos. It really wasn't. It was like this. A lot of the time during the week, you'd just be standing around. We'd be eating, well, Tom would be eating popcorn and sweets. I'd be drinking hot chocolate. And we'd just be waiting. We'd just be waiting for the content. And this is just how it goes down. But I've got to the point on the other platform where I don't like having to do the battles and stuff. You know, while we're live, I don't want to be battling people and things like that. That I prefer for the studio. And I'd rather bring you this. I mean, I know it's not great. You know, I know it's not absolutely wondrous content, but it's sharing that journey of us fishing for cars with yourselves. So if we do get something, you'll then get to see it live. You'll then get to see it as it happens. You'll then see us filming it on the other cameras. And then when it's released, you go, hey, I remember seeing that live. I remember that coming out. If you're watching this, please give it a like for us. It makes so much difference. Warren! Hey, Warren. You came through on Saturday. Awesome. Were there any content creators down here on Saturday? So we didn't make it. I was in London on Saturday. But I'm increasing the amount of live content I do on this platform. I used to do a lot. I then kind of let it slide, and I'm coming back onto this platform. Like I say, we don't do the battles on here. I can focus on this. I can focus on the content. I can focus on the camera angles. We're on a tripod as well today, so we can pan across really easily, keep it all smooth. About to see Tom Sunderland there. There he is. We've got the adventure truck as well. There, that is. We might put that through in a minute, actually, because I quite enjoy driving that through. It all depends. It all depends. It depends. Depends what comes through. Say normally we'll do a Galaxy or something. on the other platform, and we'll send the truck through. I don't really know what to put through on this one. Any suggestions, Tom?
Don't know.
What's equivalent to a galaxy?
There's loads.
There's
super
loads.
Chat, you've got super stickers.
Super stickers? Ah, stickers, you say? Ooh. I don't know. Wow, there's loads. There you go. If you send something through, I'll send the truck through. It's quite easy, really. Oh, yeah, there's loads. Ooh. Loads of content creators, loads of on the other side. There are, Warren, there is absolutely loads of car parts down here. Yeah, there's car parts everywhere, actually. There's a McDonald's cup as well. That's not ours. But I think I'm going to be lining up very shortly to put the truck through. I think that could be fun.
That'd be cool.
Yes, yes, I love that. Okay, what area is that in, Tom?
Just the red arrow.
So how do they find that?
Comments, $sign.
Ah, there you go. In comments, hit the $sign, and there's a little red arrow apparently.
And you can send a super chat as well.
And oh,
for example, if I wanted.
oh, that's nice. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff on there. Tom sent one through this morning, which is very kind of him. It's very appreciated, and it's appreciated you guys watching. Like, it really is. I think I'm going to have to take the truck through. I am. I'm going to take the truck through. I've decided. Chris, hello. Hey, Chris.
Gonna move a bit closer down.
I don't know. Do I want to be closer? We're just debating. Do we want to be closer?
In this corner here.
Yeah. I think I might go here with the camera. There you go. We're a bit closer now. And I think I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna go through slowly, and then when I come back, or if by the time I get back, no, Tom hasn't got any biscuits today. He did buy me a bottle of water though, which was very kind of him.
Got my toffee popcorn.
He forgot his toffee popcorn. You know Jenny's gonna eat that, don't you? She'll eat that like a dog eating hot chips.
That's also in there. Box. Chocolate.
A box of chocolate? Where?
That container that I got.
Which container?
There's a
Tom's left sweets at my... Tom's left a bar of chocolate at my place, and I'm dropping him off at his tonight. So, yeah. I'm having that. So, yeah, I think we should send the truck through. What do you guys think? You guys are watching. I'm gonna put it through slowly, but if we get something a bit bougie come through, then I'll send it through. Yeah, I'm going to go get the truck. That's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go and get the truck. I'm going to give Tom the GoPro. I don't need the GoPro. You're going to send it to me anyway, aren't you? Or did you want this one for you?
I could do both. It's easy.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends if it complies.
Well, I don't know if it's going to comply. Right. I'm going to go find the truck. We're going to put the truck through. Does anyone know how to drive?
I'm going over here.
I can see the truck. I'm thinking, there's a truck. Well, that was a bit of fun. I got to the end and yes, there was a truck coming. I thought, that's exciting. What am I going to do with this? Oh, mate, what a picture. Bear with me. I'm trying to find the chat room. Send it. Well, this is it. I tried. I did try. Yeah, I did try. Hopefully enjoyed that one. We do send it when we get like things like we don't get galaxies on here, but thanks, Warren. Warren, thank you so much. That's really kind of you. Warren Lockhart, everybody. What a gentleman. Thank you so much. He sent us some chocolates through, like an actual gift to buy chocolate with. Thank you, Warren. That is awesome. That is most kind of you. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the little send that we did. If anyone's just come into the room and you're enjoying the feed, please remember to click on the like button. They make a huge difference. You'd be amazed at the difference the likes and the follows make. Got a car coming. We'll go and have a chat. He had pajamas on. The dude was wearing like full-on tartan pajamas. Thanks for that, Warren. Yeah, I mean, how strange was that? So yeah, the chap just turned up there in his pajamas, wondering if he could actually drive through or not. But yeah, this is pretty much what it was like at Rufford. You'd have people come up. It was only the locals that would actually just steam on through. Everybody else would slow down. That's also the hilarity of it. So that was also quite strange, filming at Rufford. Julie, why are the Rufford Ford guys filming me? Something must be wrong. Yeah, Rufford's still closed. We've actually got both of us here today. I might be able to get Tom to go on the bridge and wave or something. Tom, if you go past the camera, remember, got to wave. I've got Tom Sunderland standing next to me. Yes, the Tom Sunderland, with all those horrendous amounts of subscriptions. Yes, he's standing next to me. But yeah, we often film together. We have got something quite exciting coming up in, I want to say 5 weeks. 5 weeks? So in 5 weeks, we've got an international challenge that we're doing. We're driving, and we're starting off in the Midlands, and then we're going to do 6 countries in 24 hours while driving and moving someone's home for them. So, yeah, that's what happens when you say to a cannonballer, "Can you help me move?" I'm like, yeah, I might do. Let's make it interesting. I know how we'll do it. We'll do it in a oneer. Got a van. Ah, Tom, thank you. Thanks, buddy. What was that you sent?
Spoiler alert.
A spoiler alert. It is indeed a spoiler alert. So, yes, spoiler alert. In 5 weeks, we are doing, while moving somebody, because they wanted to move in a hurry, and they wanted to move within 24 hours when they move, and we're doing, in 4 wheels, we're doing 6 countries in 24 hours. Yeah, so that's going to be exciting. So that'll be dropping all this stuff off or picking it up and then dropping it off. We're gonna live stream that. We're gonna do a video on it as well, but there's going to be a lot of live stream. The fun of that is because I can live stream whilst in a vehicle on this platform, which also makes things good. Which also means that I can take you with me in vehicles on this platform, which is also rather cool. Yes, and tap on the likes. If you haven't liked it, like it for me. We need likes. So we can get the live shared out there, because we haven't been on this platform live for a very, very long time. And we've come back. Yes, we have. We've come back to the platform. So if any of you just joined, you're going, why are they filming a puddle? What's going on? We used to film at Rufford Ford, and we still film here and all over the place. So when you see the fail videos, this is how they're made. It's not generally people just wandering along going, oh look, that's going to happen now. We generally know where they could occur. Yeah, thanks, Warren. Yeah, so we generally know when they'll occur, where they'll occur, or the likelihood of it being a possibility. So that's then when we come out to the places and we film. And we just stand there all day, harvesting content for you all. Then the rest of the time I sit there and do the breakfast show in the mornings when I can get my stuff together in the morning. I used to be a morning person. I'm not really a morning person anymore. I just found a nut in the middle of the floor. Oh, well, I can see car parts. I do struggle in the mornings. I definitely do. But we're doing well. I'm looking forward to that next one. I'm definitely looking forward to the next one. What is going to be our next vehicle through? Also, if you have questions about the filming on any of the platforms or the channel, then please do. If you've got a question for Tom Sunderland, he's standing next to me. He will answer the question. That's me. Yes. Whoa. Ah. I see. Oh. Are you live?
No.
Is that you shared?
Yes.
Ah, I see. That's what it is. We should really get you on camera at some point. Tom hates going on camera. I mean, he absolutely hates going on camera. I think it's funny getting him on camera. He doesn't like it though. Why don't you like going on camera? It's not your thing. It's not your thing. Tom, do you like dressing up as a clown at Halloween?
Yes.
He does. Tom, do you like scare acting?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you go to a scare attraction this year, there's every chance that one of those clowns might be Tom Sunderland. So just remember that next time you're getting chased by a clown at a scare attraction, it might be the YouTuber Tom Sunderland chasing you, looking like Pennywise. Dear, a couple more people just joining us. Welcome to those just joining us. You're probably wondering what you're doing looking at a puddle. So when you see the fails on our channel, this is how they're made. This is how it happens. We sit here for ages, and we wait, and then we patiently wait, and then eventually something sooner or later comes along, and it will either win or fail. Sometimes we send our own cars through, so I've sent the truck through this morning. I came back through a bit quicker than I wanted to, but I did have a lorry behind me at the time, so that kind of necessitated the need to move along and keep the speed where it needed to be kept. But if you want the truck sent through, all you got to do is send something through in the gifts. It is, Warren. It is. It is a lot more remote. I mean, ooh, Tom's got a freshwater oyster or mussel. He's got the shell of one. You gonna bring it on the camera for me? Yeah, Tom's just found that. It's one of the freshwater mussels. That's what's in there. Ah, good morning. It's Louise Roberto Destro. Buenos dias. No, you're from Brazil. I'm sure it said Brazil. Does that say Brazil? Yes, Brazil. You speak Portuguese. I can't speak Spanish that well, let alone Portuguese. So yeah, you're talking to Midlife Crisis 1018, and next to me is Tom Sunderland. That's cool. See, they want to see you, Tom. What are you done with that shell? You can't abandon it there.
Oh, it's not alive, is it?
Well, I know, but it's kind of pretty. I might take that back for the pond. I don't know if I'm allowed to or not, but I might do it anyway. I might also send the truck through again in a minute. Try and encourage the vehicles to turn up. Is that the wind or is it a car? It's hard to tell. When the wind picks up through the trees, you can never tell if it's a car approaching or if it's just the wind blowing. The other thing we've got, which will be nice to show these guys, is if you see us out filming and you come and say hello, we will give you a keyring. What am I most surprised to see entering the flood since? Probably the Porsches, like the 911s or the Boxsters. They're Oregon supercars.
That was the Gallardo Spider.
Yeah, Tom's one was the Lamborghini that he saw. That was an absolute shock. I think for me it was the Ferrari that came through here.
I've had the 1970s or 80s Lamborghini 4x4 that they produced.
Yes.
One of those came through.
Oh
Before
gosh.
the panels came off.
Really?
I can't find the video though.
Oh mate, they're super rare. They are.
Yeah, you came through, blowing through.
But yeah, some of the supercars that we've had come through, I think are the most remarkable that I've seen go through the water. The most remarkable thing. I like it. They're like, no, Tom, in midlife, I don't want to hydrolock my car live. Yeah, I mean, if you see us filming, slow down, because if we are filming, then that means that there's every chance you will destroy your car. You can't miss us. I'm short and fat at 5'8", and Tom is incredibly tall at 6'4", and he looks like Sam out of Supernatural. So say the ladies. He's smirking. He's smirking next to me. But yeah, so I think for Tom it's the Lamborghini. Most unusual car.
Or the Rolls Royce Versus.
Yeah, I wasn't overly surprised to see a roller go through. I mean, I would have taken it through myself, but I think more the sports cars.
I think it's definitely going to be the Gallardo.
Yes. Now for you, Tom, what is remember when we went throwing cars off cliffs?
Yeah.
What is the most remarkable car that surprised you that somebody would throw off a cliff?
Corvette.
Yeah, me too. It wasn't the school bus.
I got second place.
Yeah. So for us, both of us, it was the Corvette that got sent over the cliff. That was the strangest thing we've ever, because both Tom was like, no, we want to own this car. Why are you don't send it off a cliff? But they did, much to our disgust, because we wanted to buy that car. And the other one was the school bus that got sent off. Warren says the most remarkable footage was that tractor negotiating the concrete blocks at Rufford. Yes, the Lamborghini LM002. They are super rare. They also still hold the record for the fastest off-road vehicle to do the Cannonball Run, New York to LA. Yeah, that's another one for you. And I didn't know Sylvester Stallone owned one. Maybe you need to own one, Tom. Does anyone know how much these things cost? Guys, if you're watching the feed, if you could do us a huge favour and just click the like button for us, that would be awesome, because it makes so much difference to the channel. It honestly does. The amount of subscribers and the likes makes a huge amount of difference to us. we missed out. It's a shame. We were supposed to go back over to Alaska this year to do some filming, but the people that were we'd got a sponsor lined up, and they wanted us to go over, do the run, then do some filming afterwards, provide a load of B-roll for them. But when it came to talking about flights and costings and allowing us to sleep somewhere and maybe having some food, they didn't like the idea of funding that, but they still wanted to use our footage anyway, so we politely declined, and we didn't go. But we should be going back out there next year as part of a research project, because someone I know of is researching the emergence of the smart device in transcontinental documentary making, and they're doing a PhD on it. Imagine that. You know, you've got to call me doctor if I get a PhD, don't you? Oh, that Clio. Joe, I felt so bad for that guy. So that guy was not having a good day. On a personal level, he was having a terrible day. And he was really upset. Like, really upset. And he had a little cry. He wasn't happy. He had a little cry. He looked like a really cool guy that had got it together, and he really didn't. So we managed to kind of settle him down a bit. And then someone said, "Look, well, I'll tow your car out for you." He's going, "Yeah, that's great." And he then left his keys in his pocket. He was so worried with all the crowd looking at him and everything else, and he left his keys in his pocket. So the steering lock came on as he was just hanging onto his steering wheel at this point. And he pumped the brakes. So he hit the brakes and they didn't work. He pumped the brakes some more, and of course then the brakes didn't work at all because he'd just pumped them up and there was no pressure left to hold them. So he just had to watch as he was dragged into this the bull bar of the off-road Land Rover. So after his car went smoosh, he really did need some help. And I think it was Leanne that was with us. We went and got him a cup of tea, sat him down. At a certain point you have to turn the cameras off and be a human being. So we settled him down, sorted that out. Then I went back out and filmed the aftermath once he was settled and we knew he was okay. We even gave his family a call for him and said, "Look, you need to come and collect your boy here. He's very upset." 21 of you watching, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you could do me a huge favor, just tap on that like. That would really help. So a Lamborghini LM002's price falls in the 250,000 to over 700,000 range. Oh, right. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Yes, Colonel Daffy Duck, the cigar smoking colonel, I believe. Yes. I used to like him on Spitting Image. My gosh, imagine if they ran Spitting Image today. Puppets created by Luck and Flaw. Yes, imagine if they reran Spitting Image. That would be so much fun. Look at that, 24 of you in the room. I'll tell you what, guys, if we can get to 20 likes, I'm going to put the truck back through. Because that's fun. You know, I mean, normally we go for like, oh, we got 5,000, we'll put the truck through. If we get 20 likes, I think we'll do that.
The thing is, you can only send one like.
Yes, you can only send one like. That is the issue. You can only send one like. CJ, they would. They would. Could you imagine its absolute peak Spitting Image going on TV now? I don't think you could even play an episode of Spitting Image on television now. I really don't. Yeah, I really don't. But yeah, I loved Spitting Image. It was ridiculous. As a child or a teenager, I got all of my political information from Spitting Image. That's how I knew who the Prime Minister was, the leader of the opposition was. That's how I knew who their cabinet were. Because that's... yeah, exactly, CJ. And that's how we knew who they were. And then you'd read about them in the papers. You go, oh, that's what they're doing. And then you'd see them characterized on Spitting Image. And it kind of meant something more as a younger person, rather than the disconnect that we have today. But yeah, I did enjoy that. Oh, look at that, guys. Thank you. We're on 18 likes. So we just need 2 more likes. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well for me. Because then it's easy. It brings up all the fun videos that we do. Oh, we're on 19. Will we get that other one? We'll get that other one. But yeah, oh, we've hit 20 likes. I'm a man of my word. Best I go put that truck through the water again. Should I just put this down on the... Let's see what, if I set this up. Here we go. Yeah, Donington's quite cool. So it's not on this channel, but a few weeks ago, Tom and myself filmed an interview with Colin Turkington. We did a photo shoot with him and a track day with him with Colin Turkington and Finn Sports, as Colin was actually instructing on the day. So we did a load of footage and filming there with him, which was really cool. I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna start putting more of the social stuff that I do on the channels, not just this one, but across this and the Facebook channel, because I do need to put more on there. At the moment, I just sit there and put the completed fail videos up, but I feel I should engage with you more, especially on this channel. Right, I'm gonna go set the GoPro up, and then I'm gonna put the truck through. Is that a car coming? I don't know, I'll give you the GoPro. Look, it's me. It's Tom. Tom Sunderland. He's real. He's not just a fictitious character. There you go. So as you can see, we're setting up the shot. So Tom's, oh, he's got the phone in his pocket. So there's Tom setting up the shot. I'm going to go get the truck. Try not to wipe out the GoPro. Try not to wipe out Tom. And hopefully all will be good. So we'll go, and it's lovely to be able to show you all how stuff. There's a pheasant running across. It is nice to be able to show you how we record stuff, how we get the shots. I do. It's really had it, isn't it? Tom's getting frustrated with the stand. You'll be all right. Right, I'm going to go get the truck. Hopefully we get it sorted. And we're going to send it through. There you go. As promised, we launched it through for you. There will be another launching very soon, I'm sure. I'm very sure. Ah, you like that one, Warren? Thank you. Let's have a look. Sunday tea time was a Bath top 40. Yeah, bullseye, London's burning. Spitting image. Oh, spitting image was so good. Thanks, Warren. Glad you enjoyed that one. I'm glad you enjoyed that one. But yeah, I would say this is what we do. This is how we collect the footage. Tom was having a bit of grief with the GoPro stand. I might just flatten it on the floor.
How much?
Well, okay, we'll just leave it squashed.
No, because it doesn't stand up.
It what?
It won't stand up.
Yeah, I'll just leave it splattered on the floor. How deep is it today? I'm going to say it's probably 4 to 6 inches. We thought it'd be a bit deeper because we've had all that rain. Well, we can't see a whole bunch going on in there. Like, really not a whole bunch going on in there. But yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, so we're down here, we're chilling, we're waiting for the cars. We've had that van come through. What's the time now? It's just come up to lunchtime. People should be, yes, fishy, fishy, fishy. This is it. Caverna, this is it. We are fishing for cars. And we've sent our own one through a couple of times now. Got a few splashes. Which works quite well. It's quite nice. But yeah, so we've worked out that we're going to do all of our lives are basically going to be this, not this right like this, but our live feeds during the day out in the field are all going to be on YouTube now. We'll still do the morning shows in the morning where you get to see my terrible face and interact with me, and we'll still do the evening shows where sometimes I'll even read you creepy stories from the Brothers Grimm when we do a Grimm night. But I'm going to start sharing more of the adventure stuff with you because Tom myself, you know, when we're not filming fails, we're filming adventurous stuff. Oh gosh, was Jerome and Robinson or something? Jerome and Robson Green and Jerome someone. Yes, I remember that. I ended up by joining the army in the end. It was good fun. I liked it. But yeah, so this is what we do though. We will sit here and we will wait for the cars. But yes, I'm sure it was Jerome Green. I'm sure it was Robson Green, Robson Jerome. I don't know. Someone will have to tell me. It's difficult to remember these things sometimes. I mean, it rapidly blurred into 1991 and yeah, the early 90s. I did enjoy the 80s, but in the 80s we wouldn't have stuff like this, and that's why you've got to kind of embrace some of the good things of 2025. Oh, that's a tree coming down. Do I need to start running? Bear with me.
I've had enough fish.
Van. Ah, nice going, Simon. I joined the Royal Corps Signals as a scaly back. I didn't want to. I wanted to join the tank regiment, but I did my assessments and then I got sent on selection and they sent me off to Royal Corps Signals to do exciting stuff, which was like a coiled spring of hurry up and wait Well, nothing ever happened. But yeah, look at that. We've got another 20 of you in. Ah, 4 have just dropped off. Guys, if you are enjoying the feed and you haven't liked on it, please like and subscribe. It does make a huge difference. And check out the videos that we've already got up on there. We've got, oh gosh, there's so many on there. We've got anything from Rufford Ford. We've got the fails in the sea, Mersey Island. We've got driving across Alaska, throwing cars off a cliff. That was really exciting. Missed doing that this year. I'm going back to the Cannonball Run reunion this October. So if any of you have seen the Cannonball Run and aren't aware, it's actually a true story. And it was run by a journalist called Brock Yates, who started the original run in 1971, but then threw it open to everybody 72, 73 and 74. But his original cars are gonna be there. We've got a van coming. They were happy. They were. So yeah, we've got that coming up. So we'll actually be seeing Brock Yates' original Dodge Challengers that he took on the Cannonball Run. I'm meeting up with one of my friends, Alex Roy, out there. Yes, that's the film with Burt Reynolds. So the actual event, Brock Yates and the director Hal Needham drove the ambulance in the race, and Brock's wife Pamela Yates was the patient in the back. And the true story behind that is there's a scene in the Cannonball Run the movie where Burt Reynolds is working on the ambulance on a low loader transporter, trying to fix the transmission, which he successfully does. The real story, so what actually happened in real life, is Brock blew the transmission on the ambulance, and that is where it ended its rally. But of course in the movie, being Hollywood, they allowed it to finish. And the other interesting fact on that one is the Lamborghini that you see in that movie is the car that ended the Cannonball Run. So Brock had always prided himself that there were no accidents or issues on the runs, and he'd got a wealthy friend who bought that actual Lamborghini to do the event with, and said, I'm going to beat all the records. And apparently the guy couldn't really drive for toffee. So Brock Yates went, yeah, I'm not going to run the event. And he didn't. And he then restarted it a couple of years later.
Watch out the first tree.
That first tree is a bit worrying.
That's just really bad over there.
So I'm just running away from the trees. Something got the truck. It's getting really windy here. Hopefully we won't get any more branches landing at us. It does sometimes happen. The trees do come down near us.
I've had 2 trees fall on me, don't worry.
Yeah, Tom said 2 trucks come down by him. So there's only, all of the events spawned from the original New York to Los Angeles run.
Oh, there it goes.
Which one is it?
One way over there.
Oh, we're listening to a tree go down. Yeah, so Gumball, Cannonball Run Europe, Modball, all of them are copies of the original, which is kind of nice because it then allows us to celebrate that original Cannonball Run and the spirit of the Cannonball, which is lovely because it perpetuates. But the event still went on, known as the C2C Express. The original event was the C2C Shining Memorial Trophy, and it then changed in, I believe, 81 to the C2C, or equivalent to the C2C Express. C2C Express I believe it's either 10 or 15 years ago, came back. It's private invite only, so you have to be known within circles, and you are then invited to go from the Red Bull garage where it all started to the Portofino Inn in Los Angeles non-stop. Yes, anybody can do it, but if you actually want to have your time officially recorded, etc., etc., it has to be by invite. Yes, it was horrendous. Well, the idea behind that is it had skimmed across the lake. It was smooth like the bottom of a stone. The actor in that scene was Lee Van Cleef, of all people, who was in The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. So yeah, I remember the scene quite well. And I believe the actor in that had supposedly owned the Lamborghini was Michael Spinks. Well, he's not an actor, he was a boxer, I think. So yeah, and bizarrely enough, first one, butter, not butter, it's butter. I do believe, so there's a chap called Tommy Davies. He currently holds the record for John O'Groats to Land's End. I was talking to him earlier in the year, really nice guy. We'd gone out for some drinks in Scotland after the Cannonballs run. No, I was on my way back from the Cannonballs run, and we had a detour. No, it was a week after the Balls run. I do a lot of events. It was the week after the Balls run, so I'd driven back up to Glasgow for a meeting with him. So there was him. Who else have we got? Douglas Tabbutt, who's the current record holder for the actual Cannonball run, New York to LA. There was myself. There was Jenny Jenkins. She holds the record for the fastest British woman, New York to Los Angeles non-stop. And a Hollywood film guy. He's a motoring guy, does stunts and all sorts and provides vehicles for the trade, called Ben Charlie Safari. And yeah, he was quite amazing. So it was really cool to be sitting there with those guys. But I'm digressing here. Tommy Davies, his favourite Cannonball run is Speed Zone. I think it's got Eugene Levy in it as well, who plays Stifler's dad in American Pie. There you go. That was a long way round to that one, wasn't it? All while we're fishing for cars here, waiting to see what else comes along. I want one of those deck teacher things again. I really like that when it comes up on my screen. They're not as animated as the other ones.
No.
They're not as animated. I mean, YouTube really needs to pick up on that screen animation. But it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. So while we're all sitting here waiting for the cars, what are you all doing today? Are you at work right now? Have you snuck off from work? Are you supposed to be working? Are you supposed to be studying? Have you retired from work? What are you all doing right now? What is everyone up to? Look at that, 22 likes. Thanks, everybody. That is a big question. What is everybody doing? I mean, it's kind of like watching paint dry, but it's prettier. Yeah, two-lane blacktop. That got the chap from the Beach Boys in it. Two-lane blacktop. And the car from that was the car from American Graffiti. So in American Graffiti, there's a yellow car that goes up and down. And that exact car then ended up in two-lane blacktop. But yeah, there's the mysterious, weird character of Warren Oates in that, in his GTO. Ooh, now that sounds exciting. See, maybe I should have done that instead of studying and doing film stuff. But I do enjoy the film work. You know, this side of it I really enjoy as well. It's just time consuming. It is just really time consuming. I'm really tempted to take them for a drive through and drive them through the Ford.
You should be fine on this platform.
I should be fine on this platform. I should, but I'm not going to do it until we get... What do I want? What do I want out of there? Oh, nearly. Nearly fell over my own tripod. What do I want out of the gallery? That's what I want to know. What do I want? Oh, there's the creatures. That's the one I like. I really like that one. Oh. What's that? Oh. Hey. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll see what we get. Send us some coffee through, guys. We'll send the truck through, but we're going to send it through with you in it. Yes, we are. We're going to put the camera in. Poor Tom is going to have to sit in the passenger seat and hold on to this while I drive through like I just did. And you can see what we see when going through at those speeds. And it's not fast. That's the other crackers thing. So, Rufford Ford. A good example here. Rufford Ford is a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. CJ, working from home. What are you doing from home, CJ? So yeah, one of the crazy things. So today, when I've sent that truck through, I haven't actually gone more than about 26 miles per hour when I've gone through. And you've seen the size of the splash and everything else. That's 26 miles per hour. And everyone says, oh, Rufford, they drove through them like maniacs. Well, no, they really didn't. So if you drive through at 26 miles an hour, that's what it looks like.
It's nice.
What is that?
All the road closures and stuff.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Short.
Oh, show them on the screen. That's a really good one to look at.
We'll do it if we go there.
Oh, you want to go to Rufford? There's nothing What is that? Right. Ah! No, not acorns. That's the one that really got us. This just landed by us. So these have been landing on the car all the time we've been standing here, and the wind's just blown and 2 or 3 of them nearly got us. Oh, I see. You're a used car dealer. Ah. Like the devil, really, isn't it? Tell me what you desire. That's the devil's work. Used car dealer, tell me what you desire. How fast you want to go, how deep are your pockets. So, yes. So I decided I wanted an Audi RS5 B8. And I wanted the black pack one. So they didn't get busted for the speed that they were doing. The police that were there were equipped with ANPR, and it was an array of things from no insurance to not false number plates, but number plates that didn't conform. I will come back to that in a minute, Simon. Yes, that was an acorn. Lost my train of thought. So I shall go straight back to the police. So yeah, they were busted anything from outstanding matters on ANPR, no insurance. One got done for no seatbelt. No one was ever busted speeding down there, which is very funny. So when they shut the road, all the councillors and people that were in support of closing it were going, oh, the speed and this and that and the other. Well, it wasn't the speed. No one ever got caught speeding down there. Fact. Second fact, there's been more accidents there since they closed it than in the previous, like, 10 years that it was open. I mean, it's been open a long time. It's been open over 100 years, but we'll take that screenshot. So in 2 years of it being closed, there's been more accidents than it being open. Crazy. I mean, quite literally crazy. I've even had someone come on here saying, oh, people were driving at each other. There were near misses. There really wasn't. There really, really wasn't. There was a couple of isolated incidents, but if you put a camera on the street that you live in, chances are you'll see more incidents there or around the same going on throughout the day and the night. So the closure of Rufford was very strange, but they are trying to reopen it. And then because I speak to one of the councillors, a guy called John O'Lee. He's a very good councillor. And it's frustrating that he's affiliated to a party, but if the party were more like him, it would be a really good party. He'll have the conversation. So he'll find an issue, he'll investigate it, and then he'll have uncomfortable conversations with people and debate and come up with solutions. And he's really good. And on this one, both of us agree that to pacify the masses, some speed bumps would be good. And to be fair, they would be good. Do you need it? No. No, there's a giant puddle of water that tells you don't need it. If you hit this water at 30 miles an hour in a car, you're going to really damage your car, and this is 4 inches deep. If you hit a foot of water at 30 miles an hour in a car, your car's not going to make it. So bearing that in mind, what really was the problem there? The crowds were the issue. The crowds were a terrible issue, but that wasn't the road itself. That was because they were allowed to park wherever they wanted. That wasn't managed. That's down to the council. That is the sole issue. If people couldn't park there, they couldn't be there. If they can't be there, they can't form a crowd there. That's simple. There's no public transport there as such. So that is all that needed to be done. And then the traffic could then go about its business as per normal. But yeah, John O'Lee's been really good. I'm trying to catch up with him this week before I fly out to the States. Because I've got exciting stuff coming out from the States. That's going to be good. Oh, Warren, honestly, they blamed us so badly. Apparently, we stood in the road encouraging cars to go through. So the only time you see me say to somebody here, you'll be fine, just go through, is because they can. It's 4 inches deep and they've stopped just about there. Well, they're not taking run-ups or anything. I'm not saying, oh, take a run-up, it'll look good on camera. It's just like, just send it through, you'll be fine. So, yeah, that, again, what can I say? And if somebody's influenced by a camera, they shouldn't be on the road. They are responsible for their driving. We can hear something coming. There you go. There's Tom there, hands in his pockets, not looking happy. And going around the corner. Back that way. Yeah, I mean, you know, was GTA to blame? Perhaps? No. Was the Dukes of Hazzard to blame? No. Did everybody watch Knight Rider and start trying to jump their cars? No. Only the BMXs. So, yeah, no. It really wasn't our fault. Why would you see us and then drive your car at speed into a mass of water that's going to destroy it? Yeah, we show you what happens if you drive into water too fast. Yet idiots still do it. I can't believe for one moment that a mass of people are encouraged to do it when we show you what happens when it goes wrong.
It always makes me laugh, even after all these people say, oh, you encourage people to go through. But I was like, show me footage of me
Yeah,
encourage
yeah,
it.
I always say
Even
that.
at Rufford, with
Yep.
all those people there, show me one video.
Yep, that's what I've said to people as well. Tom says the same, you know, show us one video of us actually encouraging someone to drive through dangerously. Yeah, absolutely, Warren. They did. And to be fair, it's not a problem. They were under 30 miles an hour and speeding, and they drove through. And that's exactly what the viewing gallery was built for in 2011. They built the viewing gallery because people would congregate there to watch the cars splash through. And when the water was deep, they'd congregate there to watch the idiots fail. Now that happened long before us. Long before us. All we then did was brought it to your screens for you. And you thanked us by watching our content. And I do thank you all very much for that. It's truly appreciated that you watched our content. But yeah, I mean, hopefully you enjoy the content on this channel as well. So if some of you come over from TikTok and the others, you'll see all the stuff that I can't post on TikTok on here. So all the stuff that TikTok say, oh, that's a bit dangerous, or oh, there's some smoke, because you can't have smoke on TikTok. If you've got tire smoke or steam, they immediately remove the video. So on here, you will see all of what actually happened. Oh gosh, so Simon, yes, local businesses loved it. They employed 3 people in the cafeteria every day at the weekend. There was 2 people in the cafeteria every day during the week. They had an ice cream stall. They then converted a large shed out the back to a pizza area. So they had this beautiful pizza area there, and they also had ice creams in there. And it was brilliant. So local business absolutely loved it. There was a furniture shop there, a restoration shop, a couple more shops. Business was good. We talk about locals. There are only 2 houses in the vicinity of Rufford Ford. So when you hear everyone going, oh, the locals, the nearest other locals are about 200 meters away. That's how crazy it is. It's not outside their door. It's not outside their window. It's down the road, around the corner from where they live. There's only one house that is opposite Rufford Ford, right on the junction of it. And it is nice there. And then there's the farmhouse just up the way from there. Well, newsflash, nobody there is over 100 years old. So they all moved there knowing that Rufford Ford was there and that the viewing gallery was going to be there. So the farmers were great with us. Originally, they'd give us some homegrown stuff. They were fine. And when the crowds got ridiculous, they then blamed us. Instead of turning to the local council saying, hey, this is great, but you know what? You need to sort the parking and the crowds out. They didn't. Instead, they blamed us. But they didn't thank us for creating jobs. They didn't thank us for the publicity. They just blamed us for the crowds. And of course, McDonald's up the road did very well out of us because people would often go and have breakfast, come down and see Rufford for a while, and then off they go back to McDonald's for a bit of lunch or on their way home. So you've got all of these things that were factors in that. Not one of them was keen to thank us. It's 2020. It was 2022. To be fair, were they really that irresponsible? Were they committing crimes? No, they weren't. And that's again, that is something that is massive to this. What crimes were they committing? They weren't. The police were there and they did nothing. They pulled the ones over that needed pulling over, but they spent 3 hours there on a Sunday for a month. And that was it. And that's all it required. They didn't have to come out en masse. They didn't get constant call-outs there. It was as it was. The fire brigade complained because people would drive their cars into the deep water. That had nothing to do with us, and it was generally at night time.
Speaking of that, people always say the fire brigade always had to come out there to rescue people. of all the years I filmed there, not a single one emergency services came
No,
down.
we never saw any emergency services come down
Not
when we
a
filmed.
single
And we filmed during the day, all day during the week, and at weekends, and in the evenings as well. And not once did we ever see an emergency vehicle come out to pull someone out. It was normally us pushing it out in our wellies or using one of the 4x4s. So again, it does makes it interesting as to when were all these call-outs, really? Where are these masses of locals? There's not. There's 2 houses next to it. And yeah, Rufford is now not quite what it was. Hopefully, though, with a change of politicians, isn't that strange? The politician changes and people then, apart from the recovery trucks, yes, we've seen a lot of recovery trucks. But I do find it strange, the politician changes and then all of a sudden they look at reopening it. Isn't that weird? No, it was us, Warren. No local residents have got 4x4s there. Well, the farmer has, but he didn't care. It was us. It was us and a couple of 4x4 drivers themselves. And we do it for free. We didn't charge people. Yes, that is exactly it, Simon. The objection was the crowds gathering sold as a safety issue. And instead of controlling the crowds, they didn't. They blamed the YouTubers and closed everything because they didn't understand the situation. The people that closed that, Highways closed it, where were they? Where was their report? Where was their study? Where were they down there, spending 2 weeks down there monitoring the situation? A resounding silence because they weren't.
Whoa.
Perhaps someone advised Highways that this should happen. Who knows? It's only a perhaps. I mean, perhaps the flying spaghetti monster exists. We don't know. We just don't know. What we do know is the golf course really suffered from it as well. But similar to this, the majority of the time, it was like this. And then when people did come along, they'd stop. They'd go really slow. Sometimes they'd wave. Sometimes they'd come and get selfies with Tom or myself or Ben. But that's just the way it went down. Go on, Tom.
If you looked at some of the older videos online from, I'd say, part 20,
Yeah.
from around there, it was mostly like just slow,
Yeah.
shallow, boring.
Yeah, I mean, as Tom said, it was just slow, shallow and boring. I've put a video up recently showing the boredom of Rufford Fault, and it was like this, like we're watching now. And if you think about it, go out and you'd get a couple of fails and a bunch of splashes once a week. Well, that's because it took all week to get those 2 or 3 fails and all of the splashes.
Car.
Ooh, we have a car. So, with Rufford, a final decision will be made in the next few weeks. 3 propositions have been officially put forwards. One is basically bollards and, speed bumps. So it's speed bumps, 2 sets of speed bumps before and after, but they can't quite decide where they should put them because it might be dangerous if it's deep water. How that works, I don't know. If it's deep water, it's not going to make any difference at all. It's a speed bump. Put it in there. So that's the first one. The other one is speed bumps and bollards. Well, that'd be interesting. The farm vehicles won't get through the bollards. And the third proposition is a bridge, which it really doesn't need. And it would look kind of cute, but it really doesn't need a bridge.
So unnecessary.
It's a waste of money. I'd rather see that amount of money go towards helping our homeless veterans, our homeless emergency services workers that struggle after serving. That's what I'd rather see. And I'd rather see the road just open, because it's a road like this, and it needs common sense. And if someone's dumb enough to go through there at that speed, yeah, you shouldn't be driving. You suffer the consequences. It's a bit like if you drive your car along a beach, you're going to get stuck and it's going to damage your car. Try and drive it through a muddy field, you're not going to make it. It's going to damage your car. Every car in its owner's manual comes with a wading depth, and listen to that wading depth, abide by it. And that's where the issue is. Drive sensibly, be responsible for your own actions, and if drivers aren't being responsible, then prosecute the driver. Don't hold everybody responsible for their actions. Open the road, let people make their decisions. If they fall foul of those decisions, then they can then pay for it themselves. Ah, Warren, yeah. It's not a new thing either. There's a really good poem by Rudyard Kipling called Tommy. Very good poem. So yeah. Yeah. It takes a certain type to do a certain job. And then I can tell you from experience that certain type struggles when standing in a very busy queue in the supermarket. Oh, what a picture. Where was that from?
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Yay, we've got an ATV coming down. It's one of the farmers. Yay, it's the farmers. There's a load of cones up on the side. It's the farmer. He's pretty awesome. We like the farmer. So that's interesting. They're supposed to be potholes. Hey, DJ had to tow 3 people out at night. One of them followed me. Thought he was an Astra. I think, yeah, sometimes they do. And we've got some crackers videos where people just had no idea about how a car worked. So they'd just try and drive in through 2 foot of water. Or they would see someone go through and think that they could do the same. So, I mean, that's interesting. The road's supposed to be closed for potholes, but there's no one doing any work for the potholes, yet the road got closed.
Can I just say, how long ago did they do this? Right?
Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to take you guys for a short wander. I'm mobile. I'm wandering around, yes. So, the state of the road here is bad. Not going to lie to you, it is bad. And the council paid a firm to deal with the potholes here. And this is the work that they did. So these are the potholes that are supposed to have been filled in. And then they got the rest of the tarmac and dumped it on the side of the road, making this weird pavement style area. And this is all road. Under here, if you look down on the line, the road goes here, where my feet are. But I'm still not in line. There you go. And all of this is what they just dumped here. There's a pothole that they didn't fill in. There's some of the stuff that they left, and of course they've then left all of this. Like all of this. It gets worse. So I'm parked on a big section of it. So you've got these terrible parts here. And then they left this wondrous creation, this plinth of concrete, just sat on the side of the road. So yeah, that's what happened last time someone came to fix the potholes. I shall take you over the other side. That's great, I love it. So I show you more stuff and then people leave the live feed because I'm taking you around places. Oh, he's coming back. Couldn't get the GoPro out in time, so I missed it. And that's why I'm going to use both cameras now for filming from next week. Because the GoPro takes too long to boot up. Good camera takes too long to boot up. So let's take you a little wander across here. Oh, absolutely. I mean, at least a GCSE project or a school project, they'd have been told to clear up after themselves. This is horrendous. So I'll carry on walking and show you the other side. What's on the other side, though, I say? Well, on the other side, we have all of this. Yes. Yeah, so they actually created their own new potholes where they just dump their concrete down. And I mean, these aren't small. Yeah, you hit this with your car, you're going to damage it. Another giant pothole here. This is like a crater, this one. So then, as you then come down here, they've left all of this here. Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah. See the rest of it.
Yeah. That's her engine. Lancarfan. Simon, send me a message, tell me where it is. If it's a good Ford, we'll go and look at it. Especially if they've got a pub in the winter time. Because there's nothing like a good pub in the winter with a roaring fire and some good beer after you've been filming all day. To the right. What have we got to the right? Okay. Yeah, I mean, cars do. If I walk 30 metres to the left, there's a secret pond with wildlife. Do you mean down here? From that way? Or that way? Or do you mean in here? So yes, we're well aware of the bits in here. We're aware of the pond in here, but the farmer doesn't like people going in there. So we don't go in there. It's taken us a long time to get a good rapport with the farmer here. He's a nice guy. Really is a nice guy. He used to hate us, but he doesn't like some of us. But he's very nice to me, and he's very nice to Tom. There's a couple of content creators he wants to have a chat with. Tom's laughing because he knows who we're talking about. No, they don't come here anymore. The farmer's like, yeah, don't come around here anymore. In fact, one of the content creators got in his car and drove away like a madman. Okay, we're going to run away from that for a second. Huh.
I think it's probably best to relocate, maybe.
Yeah, I might relocate. I just had to run away from there. So we are considering closing the live feed at the moment, purely because it's getting breezy. But what we do need to do, and I'm going to get Tom to hold the camera. Can someone send us a coffee? Because tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to send the truck through with you guys in it. So I'm going to show you what it's like going through at, say, 20 miles an hour and then 30 miles an hour, what it actually looks like from within the truck.
And this is a 60-mile-an-hour road.
Yeah, this is a 60-mile-an-hour road. I'm going to be driving, Tom's going to be passenger. We could be obeying all of the road laws. But I'm going to show you what it's like, let's say, at 20 miles an hour. And then, again, at 30 miles an hour. From the inside. I've got to hope it starts. And it has been sat a while. It has got a sticky starter motor. Oh.
Push my foot. Slow down a sec.
Got it.
Is it the back one?
Right, Tom's still holding the camera. It's not me holding it because the engine's running. Are they sitting? Are they comfortable and watching now?
Pretty much.
This is good. Okay, I'll get you to try and show them the speedometer as well, so they can see that we are doing 20 miles per hour. Just make sure it's safe to move. It is safe to move. The lights are on. Seat belts are on. Tray's in the upright position. So we shall approach. Oh, we'll hit this at 15. There you go, 15 miles an hour. This is what it's like. So as you can see, 15 miles an hour. It's quite a big splash. It goes all over the windscreen. You need to use your wipers. You need to make sure your brakes are checked as well as you come out of there. We're going to turn around up here and we're going to come back through again. But we're still under 30 miles an hour. Bearing in mind this is a 60 mile an hour limit. Speed back up. So we're now doing almost 30 miles an hour. So we're at about 28 miles an hour. She's going to go down into second gear, so we've got more control over the vehicle. We're at 20, John Shelton, we're at 26 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour. So this is what it looks like at 25 miles an hour. There you go. Bring it to a stop. Not checking the brakes. There you go. Engine is now off. I'm safe down with the phone. And there you have it. One instant truck wash. So that's what I'm doing that with. It's heavily modified. A lot of bits and pieces on there. We've got the snorkel on there. Is the snorkel the right way round for that? Yes. The reason being is it has an extractor waste on it here. So the water that splashes comes over the back and then comes down these vents here and then comes down and comes out there. It does not go into the air intake. It's a Safari. Well, it's a Safari top with a Muddy Mods next section to it. which is very good. It's a nice metal one. It's very sturdy. You can actually climb on it. Wouldn't advise it. But there you have it. So I'm hoping you all enjoyed that one today. Thanks, Warren. Thank you very much. So, guys, thank you to everybody that's watched the live today. Please don't forget to like the live, subscribe, follow. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. Normally we would stay here a bit longer, but the wind is picking up and there's a lot of debris coming down, and I don't really thanks, CJ. I don't really want a tree landing on me. But I will be back on the other platform later on. We'll do some battles later. Make sure you check us out on there. And all I can say is, guys, thank you so much. Thanks so much for coming on to here. Thank you for watching the live stream on here. Not as many people watch it, but we will be doing more live streams on here. So yeah, all I can say is thank you, everybody. And we will see you a bit later on. Thanks for watching.